The calm before the storm in Florida. Now, this is a live look at the waterfront in Tampa a little more than 24 hours before Hurricane Milton arrives.
Milton is still expected to make landfall as a major storm.
Yeah, we join now with Chief Meteorologist George Lessons, who's going to let us know what we can expect from this storm as the evening and the days progress.
The storm has now regained Category 5 strength, and the position right now is to the west to southwest of Tampa, Florida. You can see it is now a little more cylindrical. Air Force reserves have gotten inside of the hurricane itself. The outer bands of the hurricane will be already moving on shore here this evening, but the storm itself is 480 miles southwest of Tampa, Florida. Winds now back to 165, gusting to 200. That pressure down to 27.11. There are tropical storm warnings along the Yucatan Peninsula as it exits, but hurricane warnings in the same places and now extended to the east coast from Vero Beach up to Point Vedra Beach on the east coast, with storm surge warnings all the way from Flamingo up to Swanee River, up to 15-foot storm surge, especially in the Tampa Bay area down to Fort Myers. And a 15-foot storm surge is amazing. Up to 18 inches worth of rain with flood watches all across Florida. Most of the rain up through the Fort Myers and Tampa area eastward. This is where the storm system is right now. By 2 in the morning, it's still a Category 5. Some of that tropical storm force winds starting to arrive along the lakeshore. Hurricane force winds will arrive during the afternoon. It may come on shore as a Category 3 right through the heart of Florida. From Tampa over toward Melbourne, as it exits, it will weaken a bit as a Category 1 and then head out into the Atlantic and diminish by Friday afternoon. Let's talk about storm surge. We're talking storm surge up to 15 feet. It's all pushed by the wind and the ocean surge. And you can see 3 foot is a tolerable, 6 foot to 12 foot, and we're talking 15 feet. So again, this is a very devastating storm. And we've had 13 hurricanes so far this season, ahead of average. 8 of them been Category 1, and that is also above average, with 4 Category 3 plus storms, which are considered major hurricanes. Again, a very dangerous storm, and that will continue to push eastward. We'll have more information on Milton as the days go on.
Vivid blue sky and the trees changing. It is just such a nice day out there.
Nice. Yeah, you know, it just seems like we've got that fall weather we were looking for, but we could use some rain. George, any chance of that?
There is an increasing chance that we could get some showers finally here in West Michigan.
That's good.
It will not be coming from Milton. It'll be just ordinary showers. Let's take a look ahead at your Wednesday. 13 weather ball is green. No change to the more comfortable, seasonable fall weather foreseen. But we do have a frost advisory to the north for Newaygo, Mecosta, Montcalm, and Ionia counties. Starts at midnight through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Does not include the rest of West Michigan. Frost advisory means temperatures are expected to reach the low and mid 30s, so you need to take some action if you want to keep those plants around for a little bit longer. You want to shelter those potted plants by bringing them inside, perhaps your garage, your patio. If you can't, cover the outdoor plants with a sheet or a blanket. That just kind of traps the heat. Or you could just water the plants, and when the temperature of the water starts to drop a little bit, it transfers that heat to the leaves, so it prevents a freeze. Do have lots of sunshine out here. For a while we had some mackerel skies and a few fair weather cumulus clouds, but those have cleared on out now. And temperatures are generally in the low and mid 60s. 69 down there in Hastings, one of the warmer spots, 70 over in Detroit. Dew points are fairly low. We talked last night about the dew points being the benchmark for how cold it could go. Doesn't quite reach this, but our dew point right now here in Grand Rapids is at 38, so it's a possibility we could get that cool. There were those fair weather cumulus clouds earlier, but of course all the talk is on Hurricane Milton, which is now a Category 5, heading toward the central Florida region with lots of wind and rain. Meanwhile, we have high pressure in control of our weather pattern. It's going to stick around here tonight and tomorrow night. That's why we got a couple of nights of seeing some frosty weather. We talked about some showers, not here tomorrow. Another sunny day expected. Lots of sunshine sunshine during the day on Thursday as well. We'll see an increase to our cloud cover on Friday. We did talk yesterday about a chance of a shower late Friday night. They may linger around to the south of Grand Rapids on Saturday. I think that's where the best chance for any showers will be on Saturday. But there's another reinforcing shot of some cold air coming down on Sunday. We may see some instability showers now on Sunday. The best day of the next two will be the weekend days will be on Saturday. In terms of rainfall, how much are we talking about? Well, nothing between now and pretty much Saturday morning. We'll see maybe a quarter to a half an inch south of Grand Rapids and a little bit more on Sunday. As we talked about, we could use a little bit of rain. Cooler weather will prevail now from October 14th through the 18th. Higher chances that cool air will settle overhead for at least a little while, but still the dry weather expected. After that rainy weekend on Sunday, we'll see below average chances for precipitation. Higher averages for below precipitation. Upper 30s northern part of the lakeshore zone, low 40s south. Northern areas, with those areas are seeing that chance for some frost with the frost advisory. Mid 30s here, staying above freezing in most areas, unless you're colder. 36 in Ionia to as warm as 39 here in Grand Rapids. 13 on your side forecast. Mid-60s Wednesday and Thursday, mid-70s and breezy on Friday. As that cold front comes through, it'll push some of those showers to the south Saturday afternoon. Instability showers on Sunday, kind of windy with that cooler air. And then next week, highs may only be in the 50s. A little bit of a breeze out on the weather deck here tonight, but it is sunny. With those clear skies and diminishing winds, we have the possibility of some frost. We talked about that yesterday. 13 weather ball is green. Really no change to our seasonable 60s foreseen next several days. Gonna walk the dog. This is Daisy and Sadie. Steve and Melissa give you the green paw for your walk this evening and tomorrow morning. A little bit cooler in the morning than it was this morning, down to around 40, even 30s in the outlying areas. We had just a few fair weather cumulus clouds earlier today. Other than that, it's been another quiet day here in West Michigan. High pressure over western Iowa, or southeastern Iowa, I should say. It's going to give us clear skies and calm winds tonight, so that means our temperatures are going to be dropping. We're currently in the mid-60s, dropping down into the 30s to near 40. Look at some 70s and even 80 plus. We may see one of those readings one more time during the day on Friday. But clear skies tonight. That high is going to be moving right overhead. Look at those light and variable winds. Hardly a cloud in the sky. Blue skies as well. Tomorrow night, the high will be right overhead and then heading into northeastern Ohio. So we will see our winds turn around to the south on Thursday into Friday, and then those south winds will be increasing. We'll see some high clouds come in at the end of the day, so dry through Friday. Now that front going through has a couple of sprinkles of rain. It may actually turn into some scattered showers from I-96 southward on Saturday to the north. Looks like another dry period will be taking place, and then a pool of some cool, and looks like there's enough moisture around on Sunday to provide some scattered showers now just about everywhere. I think these will be hit and miss. Then after that, all of the clouds and even some lake effect clouds will stay out over Lake Michigan into early next week. Nothing between now and basically very early Saturday morning. But on Saturday, look at the showers to the south, and then Sunday we could see a few more. Definitely need some rain here in West Michigan. After the cool down for the middle of the month, starting that third week of October from the 16th through the 22nd, temperatures rebound. Higher chances for warmer temperatures. At that time, upper 50s to around 60. So back into the 60s, and still that higher chance for less rainfall during that same 7-day period. For tonight, along the lakeshore, you'll stay above frost levels, mid and upper 30s around Ludington and Hart, low 40s, Muskegon, Holland down towards South Haven. North winds this evening will become light and variable. Frost advisory north, this is for the Fremont, Big Rapids, and Greenville area. It's going to be frosty up around Baldwin and Reed City, but you did drop below freezing earlier this weekend, so the frost alerts are no longer going to be issued for you. But watch out for some frost. Please bring in those plants if you can. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, looking at overnight lows in the mid and upper 30s. 13 on your side forecast. Average high is 64. We'll be pretty close to that tomorrow. That is a couple of degrees cooler than today, but still pretty close to where we were. It'll be in the mid-70s with a breezy wind out of the southwest on Friday, hitting 76. Cold front goes through. Most of the showers now are going to be south of Grand Rapids Saturday, but a few more as that unstable air comes in for Sunday. May linger into Monday, as highs next Monday and Tuesday may only be in the 50s. So maybe our last 70 for a while coming up Friday.
All right, so I guess it really is fall now. Thanks so much, George.
Side today, George, but could we expect any impacts from Milton here in West Michigan?
No impacts at all. Just like the last couple of storms.
Yeah.
Helene gave us a run for the money, but yeah, we did not see anything that meant anything here. We are going to get some rain, though, Juliet.
We need it.
That will come later on in the weekend. That's a little change from our forecast from yesterday, but not coming from Milton. 13 on your side. Weather ball is green. No change to the seasonable 60s foreseen. Highs today into the mid and even upper 60s, exceeding my expectations a little bit. 69 here in Grand Rapids, 71 Kalamazoo, 72 Battle Creek. Our average high is 64, so we're on the plus side. We just squeaked in with another on-target forecast. 9 days in a row we have done that. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures just a bit cooler. Now, as the winds lighten up, skies remain clear tonight. There is a frost advisory going into effect at midnight for Newaygo, Mecosta, Montcalm, and Ionia counties until 8 o'clock in the morning. And a frost advisory means temperatures could reach 33 to 36. So here are the actions you can take. Shelter your potted plants. Bring them inside if you can't. Other than that, cover the outdoor plants with a sheet or a blanket. And if you can't even do that, water the leaves just before you go to bed, because that heat transfer as it cools off prevents the leaves from freezing. Not a lot of rain, of course. We missed out over the weekend as well. We're over 3 inches below average here in Grand Rapids. A surplus in Muskegon, because you remember that one about 5-hour period you had a lot of rain. 2 to 4 inch deficits up north, including the UP. We do have some cooler air, which may mean some lake effect rain showers later this week. And that'll be in the weekend. Frost and freeze potential. It's possible tonight, but more likely here tomorrow night, Thursday morning, and then temperatures stay well above freezing starting Thursday night. We may not see frosty temperatures until later on the following week. Clear skies from pretty much coast to coast, except down for the state of Florida. And as high pressure moves in here tonight, we'll see these skies remain mostly clear and the winds will lighten up. Now, a change over the weekend, some colder air coming on down that might be instability rain showers on Saturday, mainly from I-96 southward, and then many areas on Sunday. The rest of next week, just a few pop-up clouds because it's just so cool with highs generally in the 50s. So Sunday may not be the best day to be doing outdoor work. As far as the forecast for tomorrow, after that morning frost inland, temperatures will rebound into the mid-60s, but only 60 around Ludington, 63 in Hart. You'll be a couple of degrees cooler to the north, low and mid-60s, including 64 there in Greenville. And in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll be down a few degrees, a mid and upper 60s instead of around 70. 13 on your side forecast. Average high is 64. We'll just squeak higher than that on Wednesday and Thursday. A bit breezy on Friday as a cold front approaches. We'll reach the mid-70s. We'll fall into the mid-60s Saturday. Any showers will generally be from Grand Rapids to the south. A little bit more of a chance on Sunday, and just because it's going to be kind of cold now, it's going to be a little bit on the windy side. Very typical fall day, and those showers may linger into Monday as we drop into the mid-50s through Tuesday.